was an amazing person, so passionate, wildly competitive.
Just when you thought you knew Anne Burrell, think again. Behind the bright smile and booming laugh was a secret struggle no one saw coming. At just 54, the beloved chef is gone. And now her husband is finally breaking his silence. What he reveals will shatter everything you thought you knew about her tragic final days. Letters she left behind. Promises he had to keep. A legacy no headline could capture. Stay with us, because this isn't just a story. It's the truth you need to hear. It all began on the morning of June 17, 2025, when emergency responders rushed to Anne's Brooklyn home at 7:50 a.m. after an urgent call. She was found unresponsive in her shower. Early whispers online spoke of pills scattered nearby, fueling wild theories. The initial reports suggested cardiac arrest, but the New York City office of the chief medical examiner has not released a final cause of death, leaving an air of mystery that made headlines worldwide. Within an hour of her death, major outlets like CNN, The New York Times, and USA Today were breaking the news, and social media lit up with shock and sorrow. The Food Network, where Anne built her legacy over 2 decades, released a heartfelt statement. Anne was a remarkable person and an outstanding culinary talent, always teaching, competing, and sharing the joy of life through every meal. Fellow chefs and celebrities rushed to share their grief. Gigi Hadid called meeting Anne a dream come true. Robert Irvin described her as a force of nature. But amid the tributes and outpouring of love, one voice was missing: her husband, Stuart Claxton. As days turned into weeks without a single word from him, speculation spread like wildfire. Why wasn't he talking? What was he hiding? Before we uncover her husband's revelation, let's remember who Anne Burrell truly was. Born in Cazenovia, New York, she grew up in a warm, close-knit family. Her mother, Marlene, sparked her love for food with simple, home-cooked meals, while Anne spent hours watching Julia Child on TV. For Anne, the kitchen wasn't just a workspace. It was a place of connection, laughter, and love. After high school, she earned a degree in English and Communications at Canisius College, but soon realized her real calling was cooking. She enrolled at the Culinary Institute of America, CIA, in Hyde Park, graduating in 1996. Hungry to learn more, she refined her craft in Italy, working at La Taverna del Lupo in Umbria and La Bottega del 30 in Tuscany. Returning to New York City, she proved herself in high-pressure kitchens like Felidia with Lidia Bastianich, developing a rustic, Italian-inspired style she loved sharing. Her philosophy was clear: if you want a career in restaurants, it's hard. Accept that, and keep going. She also taught at the CIA, inspiring future chefs to see the kitchen as a place of creativity and enduring values. Anne's big TV break came in 2005 as sous chef to Mario Batali on Iron Chef America. Audiences loved her spiky blonde hair, fearless attitude, and infectious energy. Soon she was hosting Secrets of a Restaurant Chef on the Food Network, teaching home cooks with humor and honesty. But it was Worst Cooks in America that made her a household name. She co-hosted 27 seasons, turning kitchen disasters into confident cooks. Along the way, she hosted Chef Wanted with Anne Burrell, Vegas Chef Prize Fight, and appeared on shows like Chopped, Beat Bobby Flay, and Food Network Star. Her best-selling books and charity work, including raising $75,000 for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, cemented her legacy as both a star and a generous soul. But while the world saw the fierce, fearless Anne Burrell on TV, few knew the truth behind her fading smile. For over 2 years, Anne battled a severe autoimmune condition that caused chronic inflammation, fatigue, and debilitating pain flare-ups. She kept it quiet, even from many colleagues, because she refused to be seen as weak. Producers and friends described her limping between takes, leaning subtly on counters, cutting shooting days in half, only to snap into her trademark energy the moment the cameras rolled. She didn't want pity. She didn't want her illness to define her brand. She wanted fans to remember the fearless chef who made cooking fun, not the woman in pain behind the scenes. As her condition worsened, Anne faced multiple hospitalizations in her final months. Stewart later revealed that in one of her last stays, she told him, "This is a pothole, not the end of the road." But her health continued to deteriorate. Realizing her time was limited, she made the decision to stop all aggressive treatments and return home, where she felt happiest, surrounded by her husband, their cats, and the smells of her favorite recipes. Her final days were filled with love and heartbreak. She cooked Stewart her favorite lasagna one last time, telling him to remember her laughing in the kitchen, not in a hospital bed. Before she died, she made him promise. No tears in public, no media appearances, no headlines, just silence until the world was ready to understand. It was that promise that kept Stewart quiet, even as social media accused him of hiding something or suggested their marriage had fallen apart. When the rumors became unbearable, Stewart finally broke his silence, not to defend himself, but to honor her wishes. He revealed that in the days after her death, he couldn't sleep. He'd wander into the kitchen, expecting to hear her humming. One night, he found something that changed everything: a stack of sealed letters in her writing desk, addressed to everyone she loved. Family, friends, fellow chefs, even her fans. One letter, marked "To the ones who watched me cook," was shared publicly with her estate's blessing. She wrote, "Don't be sad. I lived my dream. I hope I made you braver in food and in life. If you ever made a dish and said, 'Anne would be proud,' I am. I always will be." Her letter to Stewart was equal parts humorous and deeply loving. She thanked him for putting up with her messy kitchen, for supporting her even on the hard days. She wrote, "You were my home. If you ever miss me, just cook something messy and delicious. I'll be there yelling at you to stop overcooking the onions." These letters showed Anne Burrell hadn't faced death with fear, but with fierce love, planning her goodbye so that it would be a celebration of life, not a tragedy. Her estate discovered a USB drive filled with unreleased recipes. Plans are underway to publish them in a posthumous cookbook titled Anne's Last Kitchen, with proceeds funding scholarships for underprivileged culinary students. Stewart is also launching the Anne Burrell Culinary Courage Fund to support students facing chronic illnesses in their pursuit of culinary dreams. Her true legacy isn't just in TV catchphrases or ratings. It's in the millions she taught to love cooking, the students she pushed to take risks, and the fans she showed it was okay to fail in the kitchen as long as you tried again. Anne Burrell wasn't just a celebrity chef. She was a teacher, a mentor, a trailblazer, and a symbol of resilience who refused to let illness define her. As we wrap up, tell us, did Anne Burrell ever inspire you or make you laugh? Like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes truths of your favorite classics. Thanks for watching.